Become mentally strong. Train your mind to overcome anything written and published by Stoic Ranger. Introduction. Life doesn't stop challenging you. But what if you could meet every obstacle with unshakable strength? Imagine waking up every day with the confidence to face whatever life throws your way. A version of you who doesn't flinch in the face of adversity, who turns failures into stepping stones, and who embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. The truth is this version of you isn't a distant dream. It's entirely within your grasp, as the Stoic philosopher Epicurus once said. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it. That matters. Becoming mentally strong isn't about avoiding life's challenges, but about mastering how you respond to them. Mental strength isn't about having superhuman abilities or endless resources. It starts with something simpler but infinitely powerful. Your mindset, your thoughts, shape your actions. Your actions shape your habits, and your habits shape your life. Reprogramming your mind means breaking free from self-doubt, mastering emotional control, and developing the discipline to rise above negativity. It's about unlocking a resilience so strong that no setback, no failure, and no obstacle can hold you back. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you through practical, proven steps to train your mind, build unwavering mental strength, and create a life where no challenge feels insurmountable. This is your first step toward mastering your mind and mastering your life. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Reprogram your mindset. The first step to mental strength is reprogramming your mindset, and this is where everything begins. Your mind is like the software that controls every action, emotion, and decision you make. If your thoughts are negative, self-defeating, or filled with doubt, they will create barriers that hold you back. It's important to understand that the way you think shapes your reality. When you tell yourself, "I can't do this," you're giving your mind a command, and your actions will follow that belief over time. This negative thinking can create a cycle of self-doubt and failure. To break free, you must consciously shift your thinking. Start by embracing affirmations, positive statements about yourself and your abilities. For example, instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," try saying, I am capable of learning and improving. Speak these affirmations daily, even if they don't feel natural. At first, repetition is key, because it rewires your subconscious mind, replacing negativity with empowering beliefs. Another powerful tool is gratitude. By focusing on the things you're grateful for, you train your brain to see the positives in your life, even during challenging times. Gratitude can be as simple as acknowledging a kind word from someone, appreciating your health, or being thankful for a small success. This shift in perspective reduces stress and opens the door for positivity to thrive. Challenge your limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts that whisper, "You're not smart enough, you're not strong enough, or you'll never succeed." Ask yourself, is this belief really true? What evidence supports it? What evidence disproves it? More often than not, you'll find that these beliefs are based on fear or past experiences rather than reality. Once you identify them, replace them with thoughts that encourage growth, such as, "I can figure this out," or "Every failure is a step towards success." When you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your life. Reprogramming your mindset isn't easy, and it won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you'll notice a transformation in the way you approach challenges, relationships, and opportunities. Remember, mastering your thoughts is the foundation of mastering your life. Chapter 2. Develop an unshakable belief in yourself. Developing an unshakable belief in yourself is one of the most important steps toward becoming mentally strong. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build over time, and it starts with the way you talk to yourself. Self-doubt can be like an invisible barrier that stops you from reaching your goals. Every time you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," you reinforce those doubts and limit your potential. But the truth is, you're capable of much more than you realize to start building this belief. Begin by recognizing your strengths and past successes. Think back to a time when you accomplished something you were proud of, even if it was small. Maybe you finished a challenging project, helped someone in need, or learned a new skill. These moments are proof of your abilities. Write them down and revisit them whenever you need a reminder of what you're capable of. Celebrate small wins along the way. They're the building blocks of confidence. Another key step is learning to separate your self-worth from external validation. Often we rely on others' approval to feel good about ourselves. While encouragement is nice, true confidence comes from within. Start affirming your value by reminding yourself, "I am enough as I am, and I have what it takes to succeed." The more you focus on your own belief in yourself, the less you'll depend on outside opinions. It's also important to shift your perspective on failure. Many people see failure as proof that they're not good enough, but mentally strong individuals view it as an opportunity to grow when you fail. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you tried something challenging and learned from the experience instead of letting setbacks shake your confidence. Use them as stepping stones. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I use this experience to improve? Surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with can have a huge impact on your self-belief. Choose to be around those who uplift you, encourage you, and challenge you to be better. Avoid people who constantly criticize or bring you down. They'll only feed your self-doubt. Developing unshakable belief in yourself is a journey. Journey, not a destination. It requires consistent effort, self-reflection, and resilience, but as you build this inner confidence, you'll notice that challenges feel less daunting. Opportunities seem more attainable, and you'll begin to approach life with a sense of strength and certainty that nothing can shake. Chapter 3. Reframe negativity into opportunities for growth. Negativity is a part of life, but how you choose to respond to it determines whether it holds you back or propels you forward. Mentally, strong people understand that negativity doesn't have to define their journey. Instead, they see it as a chance to grow, learn, and evolve. Reframing negativity is a skill that takes practice, but it can transform the way you approach challenges and setbacks. The first step is to recognize negativity for what it is, a temporary state, not a permanent truth. Often negative thoughts stem from fear, insecurity, or past experiences. For example, you might think, "I always mess up," or "nothing ever works out for me." These thoughts feel real in the moment, but they're rarely accurate. Challenge them by asking yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it even true? Most of the time you'll find it's just a reaction to stress or uncertainty, not a reflection of reality. Next, shift your perspective by asking a powerful question, what can I learn from this? Every difficult situation carries a lesson, whether it's about resilience, problem-solving, or emotional strength. For instance, a failed project might teach you how to plan better in the future, or a conflict with someone might show you the importance of clear communication. When you reframe challenges as opportunities to grow, you take control of the narrative. Instead of feeling like a victim of your circumstances, you become an active participant in your growth. Another way to reframe negativity is to focus on gratitude, even in tough times. There's always something to be thankful for: a lesson learned, a supportive friend, or even the strength to keep going. Gratitude helps you shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right, creating space for positivity to enter your life. Visualization can also be a powerful tool. When faced with negativity, imagine yourself overcoming the situation. Picture yourself succeeding despite the odds, and think about how you'll feel when you achieve your goal. This mental rehearsal can boost your confidence and help you see challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Practice patience with yourself. Reframing negativity isn't about ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging your struggles while choosing to see the bigger picture. Give yourself grace as you work through tough emotions, and remember that every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. When you train your mind to see negativity as an opportunity for growth, you'll find that life's challenges become less intimidating. They'll transform into moments that shape you into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. The power to reframe lies within you. It's your choice to turn setbacks into comebacks. Chapter 4. Master the art of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the foundation of mental strength. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Whether it's waking up early to exercise, sticking to a budget, or studying for an important exam, self-discipline is the force that bridges the gap between your goals and your accomplishments. Without it, even the best intentions fall short. But the good news is self-discipline is a skill you can build with practice and consistency. The first step in mastering self-discipline is to clearly define your goals. You can't stay disciplined if you're not sure what you're working toward. Take time to identify what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? And why does it matter? When your why is strong enough, it becomes easier to stay focused on your goals, even when distractions arise. Next, break your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, which often leads to procrastination. Instead of focusing on the entire mountain, focus on one step at a time. For example, if your goal is to write a book, start by committing to writing 300 words a day. Small wins build momentum and make larger tasks feel achievable. Creating a routine is another key element of self-discipline. Habits remove the need for constant decision-making and willpower. For instance, if you want to exercise regularly, set a specific time each day for your workouts. By turning your goals into non-negotiable parts of your schedule, you reduce the chance of skipping them. Consistency is the secret to success, even when motivation wanes. It's also important to eliminate distractions and temptations. Our environment has a powerful influence on our behavior. If you're trying to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in the house. If you need to focus on a project, turn off notifications and create a workspace free from distractions. Setting yourself up for success makes it easier to stay disciplined. Of course, self-discipline requires self-control, and there will be moments when temptation strikes. In those moments, remind yourself of the long-term benefits of your actions. For example, skipping a workout might feel good in the moment, but staying consistent with your fitness routine will lead to better health, confidence, and energy. Train your mind to prioritize the future rewards over immediate gratification. Don't forget to reward yourself for your efforts. Self-discipline doesn't mean depriving yourself. It's about creating balance. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and acknowledge the effort you've put in. Rewards reinforce positive behavior and make it more likely that you'll stay on track. Mastering self-discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up for yourself day after day and making choices that align with your goals. There will be setbacks, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep going, learn from your mistakes, and stay committed to becoming the best version of yourself. With self-discipline, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Chapter 5. Building Mental Resilience. Mental resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to recover quickly from setbacks, and to keep moving forward no matter what life throws at you. It's the inner strength that allows you to endure hardships, adapt to change, and thrive, even in the face of difficulty. Building mental resilience isn't something that happens overnight. It's a lifelong process of growth, self-reflection, and practice. The good news is that anyone can develop resilience with the right mindset and habits. To build resilience, the first step is to shift your perspective on challenges. Instead of seeing them as problems or obstacles, view them as opportunities for growth. Resilient people understand that every difficulty comes with a lesson. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience, whether it's developing patience, problem-solving skills, or emotional strength? Challenges often provide the tools you need to become stronger. Another important aspect of resilience is self-awareness. Take time to understand your emotions, thoughts, and triggers. When you know what stresses you out or causes you to feel overwhelmed, you can better prepare yourself to handle those situations. Journaling can be a great way to explore your feelings and identify patterns in your reactions. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you are to respond to adversity in a healthy way. Cultivating a strong support system is also essential for resilience. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage you, and provide a listening ear when times are tough. Resilient people don't try to face everything alone. They know the value of leaning on trusted friends, family, or mentors for guidance and support. Building connections with others not only provides comfort during hard times, but also reminds you that you're not alone in your struggles. Another key to resilience is practicing self-care. When you take care of your physical, emotional, and mental health, you build a strong foundation that can withstand life's challenges. Prioritize activities that nourish you, such as exercising, eating nutritious foods, getting enough sleep, and engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. Remember, resilience doesn't mean ignoring your own needs. It means recognizing when you need to rest, recharge, and refocus. Resilience also requires learning how to manage stress effectively. Stress is a normal part of life, but it can become overwhelming if not handled properly. Develop stress management techniques that work for you, such as deep breathing, meditation, or even taking short breaks to clear your mind. By managing stress, you stay calm and composed in the face of difficulties, which makes it easier to find solutions and move forward. One of the most important components of resilience is the ability to reframe failure. Resilient individuals don't see failure as an end point. They see it as part of the journey. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and try again with greater wisdom. When things don't go as planned, instead of giving up, ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? And how can I use this experience to improve? By reframing failure as feedback, you develop a mindset that thrives on growth rather than perfection. Focus on fostering optimism and gratitude. Resilience is deeply connected to your outlook on life. When you choose to focus on the positives, Even in difficult situations, you build the strength to keep moving forward. Practice gratitude by reflecting on the things you're thankful for each day. No matter how small, gratitude shifts your attention away from what's going wrong and highlights what's going right, which fuels your resilience building. Mental resilience is a lifelong journey. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to grow through challenges. But the more you practice, the stronger you become. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding pain or difficulty. It means embracing it, learning from it, and rising above it with resilience. You don't just survive life's challenges, you thrive because of them. Chapter 6. Master Emotional Control. Emotional control is one of the most critical components of mental strength. It's the ability to recognize, manage, and regulate your emotions in a way that serves you rather than sabotages you. Without emotional control, your feelings can dominate your decisions, leading to impulsive actions, regrets, and unnecessary stress. But when you master your emotions, you take charge of your life, responding thoughtfully to situations instead of reacting impulsively. The first step to mastering emotional control is to develop emotional awareness. This means paying attention to how you feel in the moment and understanding the reasons behind those emotions. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? Journaling your emotions or reflecting on them at the end of the day can help you identify patterns and triggers. Once you're aware of your emotional states, you can begin to manage them effectively. One powerful tool for emotional control is mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches you to stay present and observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you're mindful, you create a pause between your emotions and your actions. For example, if someone says something upsetting, instead of reacting angrily, you can pause, acknowledge your frustration, and choose a more constructive response. Practicing mindfulness regularly through meditation or simply focusing on your breath during stressful moments can significantly improve your emotional regulation. Another essential aspect of emotional control is learning how to manage negative emotions. Feelings like anger, frustration, fear, and sadness are naturally, but they don't have to control you. Instead of suppressing these emotions, acknowledge them and give yourself permission to feel them. Once you've done that, channel them in a healthy way. For instance, if you're angry, consider exercising journaling or talking to someone you trust. These outlets allow you to process your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Reframing your perspective can also help you manage emotions. Often our feelings are influenced by the way we interpret events. If you interpret a mistake as a failure, you're likely to feel discouraged. But if you see it as a learning opportunity, you'll feel motivated to improve. Ask yourself, is there another way to look at this situation? How can I turn this into something positive? By shifting your perspective, you take control of how you feel about any given situation. Building emotional control also involves practicing patience and delayed gratification in moments of high emotion. It's tempting to act immediately, whether it's snapping at someone in anger or making a rash decision out of fear. But emotional control means resisting that urge. Take a deep breath, count to 10, or step away from the situation. Giving yourself time to calm down allows you to respond from a place of clarity and thoughtfulness. It's equally important to focus on cultivating positive emotions like gratitude, joy, and compassion. Positive emotions don't just make you feel good, they also build your emotional resilience. Start by practicing gratitude daily. Whether it's through journaling or simply reflecting on the things you're thankful for, surround yourself with people and activities that bring you joy. When you actively cultivate positivity, you create a buffer against negative emotions, making it easier to stay balanced. Emotional control also requires developing strong communication skills. When emotions run, high misunderstandings and conflicts can escalate. Quickly learn to express your feelings in a calm, constructive way, using I state statements like "I feel upset when this happens," rather than blaming or accusing others. Clear, respectful communication prevents emotional outbursts and helps you maintain healthy relationships. Remember that emotional control doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending you don't feel anything. It means accepting your feelings, understanding them, and using them as a guide rather than a master. Emotional control is about finding balance, honoring your emotions, while staying in charge of your actions and decisions. Mastering emotional control takes practice, patience, and self-awareness. There will be moments when your emotions get the better of you, and that's okay. What matters is your commitment to learning and growing over time. As you develop this skill, you'll find yourself navigating life's challenges with greater clarity. Calmness and confidence. Emotional control is not about being emotionless. It's about being emotionally empowered. Chapter 7. Even the disciplined life becoming unstoppable. Living a disciplined life is the key to unlocking your full potential and becoming unstoppable. Discipline is the foundation of success. It's the ability to stay focused on your goals, make consistent progress, and resist distractions that try to derail you. While motivation may get you started, it's discipline that keeps you going. The disciplined life isn't always easy, but it's the path to achieving extraordinary results and living with purpose. The first step to a disciplined life is having a clear vision of what you want to achieve. You can't be disciplined without a destination in mind. Take the time to set specific, measurable, and meaningful goals. Ask yourself, what do I truly want, and why is it important to me? Having a strong why fuels your discipline, especially when the journey gets tough. Write your goals down and revisit them often to remind yourself of your purpose next. Create a routine that aligns with your goals. Discipline thrives on consistency and routines. Eliminate the need to rely on willpower alone. Design a daily schedule that includes time for your priorities. Whether it's exercising, working on a skill, or pursuing a long-term project. When these activities become non-negotiable parts of your day, you're less likely to skip them. Start small if necessary. Even 10 minutes of focused effort can build momentum over time. Eliminating distractions is another critical element of discipline in today's world. It's easy to get sidetracked by social media, endless notifications, or unproductive habits. To stay disciplined, identify what pulls your focus away and take proactive steps to remove those distractions. This might mean setting boundaries with your phone, creating a dedicated workspace, or saying no to commitments that don't align with your goals. Remember, every moment spent on actions is time taken away from your growth. Accountability is also a powerful tool for discipline. Share your goals with someone you trust, or find an accountability partner who will check in on your progress. Knowing that someone else is watching can motivate you to stay on track. Alternatively, keep a journal where you track your daily actions and reflect on your progress. Reviewing your wins and challenges helps you stay committed to your journey. Another important aspect of discipline is learning to delay gratification in a world of instant rewards. Discipline requires you to prioritize long-term gains over short-term pleasures. For example, skipping a night of TV to study or exercise may feel hard in the moment. But the rewards, greater knowledge, better health, and increased confidence are well worth the sacrifice. Train your mind to focus on the bigger picture and remind yourself of the benefits waiting on the other side of your efforts. Discipline doesn't mean being rigid or never taking breaks. It's about balance, rest, and recovery are just as important as hard work. Build time into your routine to relax, recharge, and do things that bring you joy. This prevents burnout and helps you stay disciplined in the long run. Treat self-care as a form of discipline. It's an investment in your mental and physical well-being. One of the greatest challenges to discipline is dealing with setbacks, no matter how committed you are. There will be days when you fall short. What sets disciplined individuals apart is their ability to bounce back quickly instead of letting a bad day derail your progress. Reflect on what went wrong and make a plan to improve. Remind yourself that discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently, even after you stumble. Celebrate your progress. Discipline doesn't mean denying yourself joy or satisfaction. Reward yourself for milestones and acknowledge the effort you've put in these rewards. Reinforce your habits and keep you motivated to continue. Recognize that each small step you take is bringing you closer to your ultimate goal. Living a disciplined life requires effort, but the rewards are life-changing with discipline. You can achieve goals you once thought were impossible. You'll develop a sense of pride, confidence, and control over your life. Discipline is not about restriction. It's about freedom. When you live with discipline, you free yourself from distractions, procrastination, and regret. You become the kind of person who not only dreams, but also makes those dreams a reality. This is how you become unstoppable. Chapter 8. Manage stress. Effectively, stress is a natural part of life. It's your body's way of responding to challenges, whether they're physical, mental, or emotional. While some stress can be helpful, pushing you to perform under pressure, or motivating you to meet deadlines. Too much stress, especially when unmanaged, can take a toll on your mental and physical health. Managing stress effectively is a cornerstone of mental strength, allowing you to stay calm, focused, and resilient no matter what life throws your way. The first step to managing stress is understanding its source. Stress often arises when you feel overwhelmed, unprepared, or out of control. Take a moment to identify what's causing your stress. Is it a looming deadline, a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, or perhaps it's a combination of smaller worries piling up? Once you pinpoint the source, you can take actionable steps to address it. Remember, clarity is the first step to control. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is to break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. When you're faced with a large project or a complex problem, it's easy to feel paralyzed by the magnitude of the challenge instead of trying to tackle everything at once. Divide it into smaller parts and focus on one step at a time. This not only makes the task feel less overwhelming, but also gives you a sense of progress. With each step you complete, practicing deep breathing and relaxation techniques is another powerful way to reduce stress. When you're stressed, your body enters a state of fight or flight, which can lead to shallow breathing, increased heart rate, and tension. Taking a few minutes to practice deep, intentional breaths can signal to your body that it's safe to relax. Try inhaling deeply through your nose for a count of 4, holding your breath for 4 counts and exhaling slowly. For a count of 6, repeat this process a few times to calm your mind and body. Another essential aspect of stress management is prioritizing self-care. Often when we're stressed, self-care is the first thing to go. But neglecting your needs only adds to the problem. Make time for activities that rejuvenate you. Whether it's going for a walk, reading a book, meditating, or spending time with loved ones, regular exercise is particularly effective at reducing stress because it releases endorphins, the body's natural stress relievers. Building a support system is also crucial for managing stress. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with a trusted friend, family member, or mentor can lighten your emotional load. Sometimes, simply talking about what's bothering you can bring relief and provide a fresh perspective on the situation if needed. Don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors can offer valuable tools and guidance for navigating stressful times. Time management plays a significant role in stress reduction as well. Feeling rushed or behind schedule can amplify stress levels. Create a realistic schedule that allows you to prioritize your most important tasks while also leaving room for breaks and downtime. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities. Remember, your time and energy are limited resources. Spend them wisely. Stress management also involves adopting a mindset of acceptance and adaptability. Not everything in life is within your control, and resisting what you can't change only adds to your stress. Instead, focus on what you can control: your actions, reactions, and perspective. Practice letting go of the need for perfection and embrace flexibility. Like life is full of uncertainties, but your ability to adapt makes you stronger. Cultivating a sense of gratitude can also help mitigate stress when you're feeling overwhelmed. Take a moment to reflect on what's going well in your life. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right, creating a sense of balance and perspective. Even in challenging times, there's always something to be thankful for. Don't underestimate the power of rest and recovery. Chronic stress can drain your energy and affect your mental clarity. So it's essential to prioritize quality sleep and take breaks when needed. Rest isn't a sign of weakness. It's a necessary part of staying strong and effective. Listen to your body and give it the care it deserves. Managing stress effectively is a skill that takes practice and intentionality, but it's one of the most valuable skills you can develop when you learn to handle stress. You free yourself from the chaos it creates and gain the ability to approach life's challenges with a clear mind and steady heart. With the right tools and mindset, stress becomes not an obstacle but an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Chapter 9. Build resilience through failure. Failure is an inevitable part of life, but how you respond to it determines whether it becomes a roadblock or a stepping stone. Mentally strong. People view failure not as the end, but as a critical part of the journey towards success. Building resilience through failure is about shifting your mindset, learning from setbacks and using them as opportunities for growth. It's about embracing challenges, persevering through difficulties, and becoming stronger with every stumble. The first step in building resilience through failure is to reframe how you perceive it. Many people associate failure with weakness, inadequacy, or defeat. This belief can lead to fear of trying, avoidance of challenges, and self-doubt. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's a necessary ingredient. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of setbacks, mistakes, and lessons learned. Think of failure as feedback, a way to discover what doesn't work, so you can find what does. When you start to see failure as a teacher, it loses its power to intimidate you. One of the most important things you can do. after experiencing failure is to reflect on it. Take time to analyze what happened, and why. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done different? Like, what did I learn from this experience? By answering these questions honestly, you gain valuable insights that can guide your future actions. Reflection turns failure into a powerful tool for growth and self-improvement. Resilience through failure also requires letting go of perfectionism. Many people struggle with the idea of failure because they set unrealistically high standards for themselves. They believe that anything less than perfection is unacceptable, which only increases the pressure to avoid mistakes. But perfection is an illusion, and the pursuit of it often leads to procrastination, burnout, and fear of taking risks. Instead, focus on progress over perfection. Accept that mistakes are part of the process and that each one brings you closer to your goals. Another key to building resilience is developing a growth mindset. This is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset view failure as an opportunity to improve rather than a reflection of their worth. They embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as a path to mastery. To cultivate a growth mindset, start by replacing negative self-talk with positive, empowering statements. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at this," try saying, "I'm still learning and I'll get better with practice." Support from others can also play a crucial role in building resilience. Failure can feel isolating, but you don't have to face it alone. Reach out to friends, family, mentors, or colleagues who can offer encouragement, advice, and perspective. Talking about your experiences can help you process them more effectively and remind you that failure is something everyone goes through. Sharing your struggles can also strengthen your connections with others, creating a sense of community and support. Resilience through failure also involves taking action when faced with setbacks. It's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking, dwelling on what went wrong, or doubting your abilities. But the best way to move past failure is to keep going. Take what you've learned from the experience and apply it to your next steps. Even small actions can build momentum and restore your confidence. Remember, resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about getting back up every time you fall. It's also important to celebrate your progress, even in the face of failure. Recognize the effort you've put in, the risks you've taken, and the courage it took to try. Celebrate the lessons you've learned and the growth you've experienced. By focusing on these positives, you shift your attention away from what you didn't achieve and toward what you did. Practice self-compassion. Failure can be emotionally challenging, leading to feelings of disappointment, frustration, or self-criticism. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. During these times, remind yourself that failure is a natural part of life, and that it doesn't define your worth. Give yourself permission to feel disappointed, but don't let it consume you. Self-compassion allows you to recover more quickly and approach future challenges with a renewed sense of determination. Building resilience through failure is a journey that requires patience, courage, and persistence. It's about embracing the challenges, learning from your mistakes, and continuing to move forward. Every failure you encounter has the potential to teach you something valuable and to strengthen your character. With each setback, you become more resilient, more capable, and more prepared for whatever comes next. Remember, resilience isn't about never failing. It's about never giving up. Chapter 10. Foster a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and potential are not fixed traits, but can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. This mindset is the foundation of mental strength, resilience, and success. When you foster a growth mindset, you open yourself up to possibilities, embrace challenges, and see failures as opportunities to grow. Cultivating this mindset takes intentional practice, but it can transform every aspect of your life. The first step to fostering a growth mindset is recognizing and challenging fixed mindset thoughts. A fixed mindset is the belief that your talents and abilities are set in stone, that you're either good at something or you're not. This way of thinking creates fear of failure and limits your willingness to take risks. For example, you might think, I'm just not a math person, or I'll never be good at public speaking. To shift to a growth mindset, replace these thoughts with ones like, I can improve with practice, or I haven't mastered this yet. But I'm capable of learning. Another key element of a growth mindset is embracing challenges. People with a fixed mindset often avoid difficult tasks because they fear looking incompetent or failing. However, challenges are where growth happens. When you step out of your comfort zone, you push your limits, learn new skills, and build confidence in your abilities. Start by reframing challenges as opportunities. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, tell yourself, this is a chance to grow stronger. Fostering a growth mindset also means viewing effort as a pathway to mastery, rather than a sign of inadequacy in a fixed mindset. People often believe that if they're truly talented, they shouldn't have to work hard. This belief undermines progress and leads to frustration when success doesn't come easily. In contrast, a growth mindset recognizes that effort is essential to improvement. Every hour you spend practicing, every setback you overcome, and every mistake you learn from brings you closer to your goals. Celebrate the effort you put into your growth. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Failure is another area where a growth mindset shines. In a fixed mindset, failure is seen as proof of inadequacy, which can lead to fear, avoidance, and stagnation. But in a growth mindset, failure is viewed as feedback. It's an opportunity to learn what doesn't work and make adjustments when you fail. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? How can I use this experience to improve? By embracing failure as a natural part of growth, you remove its power to hold you back. Feedback from others is also a valuable tool for fostering a growth mindset. While criticism can feel uncomfortable, it's often the key to improvement. Instead of becoming defensive or discouraged, approach feedback with curiosity and openness. Ask yourself, what can I take from this to become better? The ability to receive and apply constructive criticism is a hallmark of a growth mindset. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can also help you develop a growth mindset. Seek out mentors, friends, or colleagues who inspire you to grow and challenge you to reach higher. Avoid environments or people who reinforce fixed mindset beliefs, such as those who focus solely on natural talent, or dismiss the value of hard work. When you're surrounded by growth-oriented individuals, their mindset will naturally influence yours. Another important practice for fostering a growth mindset is gratitude. Acknowledge the progress you've made, the challenges you've overcome, and the opportunities you've had to learn. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a positive cycle of motivation and growth. Keep a journal to reflect on your daily wins, and the lessons you've learned. It's a simple habit that reinforces a growth-oriented perspective. Self-compassion is also vital in developing a growth mindset. Growth is a process, and setbacks are inevitable. instead of beating yourself up when you fall short. Treat yourself with kindness and encouragement. Remind yourself that progress takes time, and that every step, no matter how small, is a step forward. Self-passion helps you stay resilient in the face of challenges and keeps you motivated to keep learning and improving. Adopt the mantra. Yet when faced with a challenge or skill you haven't mastered, add the word "yet" to your thoughts. For example, I don't understand this concept yet, or I'm not good at this. Yet this simple shift reminds you that growth is a journey, and that your current abilities are not your final destination. Fostering a growth mindset is one of the most empowering shifts you can make in your life. It transforms how you approach challenges, handle setbacks, and pursue your goals with a growth mindset. There's no such thing as failure, only opportunities to learn and improve. You begin to see potential everywhere and believe in your ability to achieve it the more you cultivate this mindset, the more you'll discover that your possibilities are limitless, and the only true limits are the ones you set for yourself. Chapter 11. The Power of Consistency. Consistency is the quiet force behind every great achievement. It's not about making dramatic changes overnight, but about showing up every day and making steady progress toward your goals. While talent and motivation can provide a head start, it's consistency that sustains success over the long term. Whether you're trying to build a skill, develop a habit, or achieve a big dream, consistency is the key that turns effort into results. The first step to harnessing the power of consistency is understanding that small actions, repeated regularly, lead to significant outcomes over time. It's easy to underestimate the value of small efforts, especially when the results aren't immediately visible. But just as a drop of water can eventually wear down a stone, consistent effort compounds over time. For example, writing just 300 words a day might not seem like much, but over the course of a year, that's a novel. Similarly, 15 minutes of daily exercise may not yield immediate fitness, but over months, it transforms your body and mind. To build consistency, start by setting realistic and specific goals. Vague intentions, like, "I want to get healthier," or "I want to save money," are harder to stick to than concrete ones like, "I'll walk for 30 minutes every day," or "I'll save $100 each month." Clear goals give you a roadmap and make it easier to track your progress. Break these goals into smaller, actionable steps so they feel manageable rather than overwhelming. Creating a routine is essential for staying consistent. When you incorporate your goals into your daily schedule, they become habits rather than choices you have to make. Repeatedly, for instance, if you want to read more, set aside a specific time each day, such as 20 minutes before bed. If you're trying to learn a new skill, block out a consistent time in your calendar for practice over time. These routines become second nature, reducing the need for willpower or motivation. Accountability is another powerful tool for consistency. Share your goals with a trusted friend, family member, or coach who can check in on your progress. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments can provide extra motivation to stay on track. Alternatively, use a journal or app to log your daily efforts and reflect on your progress. Tracking your consistency helps you recognize patterns, celebrate wins, and address challenges. Consistency also requires resilience. There will be days when you don't feel like showing up, when you're tired, discouraged, or tempted to quit on those days. Remind yourself why you started and focus on taking just one small step forward. Even the smallest effort keeps your momentum alive. Remember, consistent isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up more often than not. Missing a day doesn't mean failure. It's just a bump in the road. What matters is getting back on track. One of the biggest barriers to consistency is the pursuit of perfection. Many people quit when they don't see immediate results or when they make a mistake, but progress is rarely linear and setbacks are part of the process. Embrace the idea that imperfect action is better than no action at all. Every effort, no matter how small or flawed, contributes to your growth. Another important aspect of consistency is patience in a world of instant gratification. It's easy to get frustrated when results take time. But meaningful change doesn't happen overnight. Trust the process and focus on the journey rather than the destination. Celebrate the progress you're making. Even if it's slow, consistency is about playing the long game, knowing that your efforts will pay off in the end. Building consistency also involves creating an environment that supports your goals. Remove distractions and set yourself up for success. If you're trying to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods. If you want to exercise regularly, keep your workout clothes ready. Your environment has a powerful influence on your behavior, so make it as easy as possible to stay consistent. Remember to reward yourself for your efforts. Consistency can be challenging, so acknowledging your progress helps keep you motivated. Rewards don't have to be extravagant. They can be as simple as taking a relaxing break, treating yourself to something you enjoy, or celebrating your milestones with loved ones. Recognizing your hard work reinforces the habit and encourages you to keep going. The power of consistency lies in its ability to create lasting change. It's not about dramatic one-time efforts, but about showing up day after day, no matter how small the action. With consistency, you build habits, develop discipline, and achieve goals that once seemed out of reach over time. These consistent efforts compound, transforming not just your results, but also who you are as a person. When you embrace consistency, you unlock a powerful force that can carry you to success in any area of your life. Chapter 12. Building self-confidence from within. Self-confidence is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success and happiness, but it must come from within to be truly unshakable. When your confidence is rooted in external validation, like the approval of others, or temporary achievements, it can waver. When circumstances change, however, building self-confidence from within gives you the resilience to face challenges, overcome setbacks, and believe in your abilities no matter what. The journey to building self-confidence starts with self-awareness. Take the time to reflect on your strengths, talents, and accomplishments. Write them down and remind yourself of what you bring to the table. Often people focus on their flaws or what they lack, but shifting your attention to your positive qualities creates a solid foundation for confidence. Celebrate your unique abilities and remember that you have something valuable to offer. Next, practice self-acceptance. Confidence doesn't mean believing you're perfect. It means accepting yourself as you are. Flaws and all, recognize that everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and your imperfections don't define your worth. Embrace the idea that growth is a lifelong journey and focus on progress rather than perfection. When you accept yourself fully, you release the need to compare yourself to others and find confidence in your authenticity. Another key aspect of self-confidence is setting and achieving small, realistic goals. Confidence grows through action. Start by setting a goal that's challenging but attainable and take consistent steps to achieve it. Each time you follow through, you build trust in your ability to succeed. These small wins accumulate over time, reinforcing your belief in yourself. Whether it's learning a new skill, completing a project, or overcoming a fear, every accomplishment strengthens your inner confidence. Self-confidence also requires the stepping out of your comfort zone. It's easy to feel confident in familiar situations, but real growth happens when you challenge yourself. Try new experiences, take risks, and embrace uncertainty, even if things don't go perfectly. The act of trying builds resilience and teaches you that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. Over time, you'll expand your comfort zone, and tasks that once felt intimidating will become second nature. Learning to silence your inner critic is another vital step in building confidence. That critical voice in your head that says you're not good enough or you're going to fail can undermine even the strongest self-belief. Instead of letting these thoughts control, you challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought true? What evidence do I have to support it? Often you'll find that your inner critic is based on fear rather than fact. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations like, I am capable or I have what it takes to succeed. Taking care of your physical and mental health also plays a significant role in self-confidence. When you feel strong, healthy, and energized, you naturally feel more confident. Prioritize regular exercise, nutritious eating, and sufficient sleep. Engage in activities that reduce stress and boost your mood, like meditation, hobbies, or spending time in nature. When you feel good about yourself, physically and emotionally, it's easier to project confidence in other areas of your life. Building a supportive environment is equally important. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and celebrate your successes. Avoid those who constantly criticize or bring you down. Positive relationships reinforce your confidence and provide a safety net during challenging times. At the same time, be mindful of the influence of social media. If you find yourself comparing your life to the highlight reels of others, take a break and focus on your own journey. Another powerful strategy for developing self-confidence is learning from failure. Confidence doesn't come from never making mistakes. It comes from knowing that you can recover and grow stronger after setbacks. When you fail, view it as an opportunity to learn and improve. Reflect on what didn't work, make adjustments, and try again. Each time you overcome failure, you build resilience and reinforce the belief that you can handle whatever life throws at you. Remember that confidence is a skill, not a fixed trait. It's something you can cultivate and strengthen over time. Be patient with yourself and recognize that building confidence is a process. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and keep pushing forward. Confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about taking action, despite your fears, and proving to yourself that you can succeed. Building self-confidence from within transforms the way you approach life.